The Galactic Council was the greatest power in the universe. It was made up of many different alien races, each with its own culture and abilities. Together, they kept peace and order among the stars. The council met on a huge space station that floated above a bright blue planet. This planet was at the center of the galaxy and was called Council Prime for many years. The council had ruled the galaxy with wisdom and strength. They were proud and confident. But there was one race that no one took seriously, the humans. Humans had come from a small blue planet called Earth. They had only recently traveled to other star systems. Many of the council members thought humans were weak. Their technology was old compared to others, and they had no great weapons or armies. Humans were still learning about space travel, and many thought they would never be strong enough to fight in the great wars that sometimes happen. Because of this, the humans were given a place in the council, but it was small and quiet. They were not expected to play a big role in galactic politics or wars. Some aliens even ignored them completely. The humans were seen as harmless and easy to control. The humans, however, did not complain. They watched carefully. They learned about the other races, their politics, and their ways. They studied the technology and the weapons used by others. The humans were patient. They knew they were not strong yet, but they wanted to survive and grow. One of the humans, a man named Aaron, worked in the council's information center. Aaron was quiet and calm. He often watched the meetings and listened to the speeches. He saw how some aliens talked about humans with disrespect. This made him determined to prove that humans were not weak. Aaron knew Earth was still behind in technology, but humans had one great strength: their will to survive. On Earth, people had faced many hard times. They had overcome wars, disasters, and many dangers. This history gave humans a special kind of strength that others did not understand. One day, a new message arrived at Council Prime. It was from a human colony on a distant planet called New Hope. The message was urgent and clear. The colony was under attack by a group of aliens called the Zorns. The Zorns were known for their harsh and violent ways. They wanted to take control of New Hope and its resources. The humans on New Hope sent a plea for help to the Galactic Council. They asked for protection and support. The council members gathered to discuss the problem. Some said the humans should be protected because they were part of the council. Others thought it was not worth risking a war over a small colony. Aaron listened carefully. He knew this was a test for humans. If the council ignored the call, humans would have to defend themselves. Aaron believed humans could do it. He hoped the council would choose to help, but he was ready for anything. The meeting was long and tense. The council's leader, a tall alien named Varn, spoke with authority. Varn said the council must keep peace, but also avoid unnecessary wars. He suggested sending only a small force to help the humans. Many aliens disagreed. Some wanted to send a large army to stop the Zorns completely. Others thought humans should not be involved in galactic wars at all. The debate showed how little the council trusted humans. In the end, the council decided to send only a small group of peacekeepers to New Hope. They hoped this would be enough to stop the Zorns. The humans on Earth and New Hope were told to prepare for help soon. When the message was sent, Aaron felt a mix of hope and worry. He knew the Zorns were dangerous. He also knew humans had to show courage and strength. The quiet rival of humans at the council was about to change. At New Hope, the colony was small but growing. People worked hard to build homes, farms, and defenses. They believed in a future where humans could live among the stars in peace. But the Zorns saw the colony as weak and easy to attack. The first Zorn ships appeared without warning. They flew over the colony with weapons ready. The humans on New Hope prepared to defend their homes. They were not soldiers, but they were ready to fight for their future. The humans used what they had. They had small ships, simple weapons, and strong courage. The Zorns laughed at the humans' attempt to fight. They expected the colony to fall quickly, but the humans surprised them. They worked together with skill and determination. They set traps and used the terrain to their advantage. They repaired their ships quickly and adapted their tactics. Every time the Zorns attacked, the humans fought back harder. Back at Council Prime, the Council members watched the battle with growing surprise. The humans' resistance was stronger than anyone expected. The peacekeepers sent by the Council were not enough to stop the Zorns, but the humans were making the difference. Aaron followed the news closely. He felt proud and hopeful. The humans were showing what he believed all along, that they were not weak. They had strengthened their spirit and mind. The Zorns, shocked by the humans' fight, started to change their plans. They realized this attack might not be as easy as they thought. The humans were not just victims. They were fighters. The Galactic Council was shocked too. The quiet humans had become a surprising challenge. The aliens had to think again about what humans could do. This was only the beginning of a new story in the galaxy. The attack on New Hope had shaken everyone. The Galactic Council had watched quietly at first. Some members believed the humans would quickly give up and surrender the colony. Others thought the humans would ask for help and let the Council's peacekeepers take control. No one expected the humans to fight back with such courage. Back on Earth, the news about New Hope spread quickly. Families gathered around screens to watch the reports. They saw ships burning and soldiers preparing for battle. People felt both fear and hope. They knew their future in space was at risk, but they also saw how brave their people were in the face of danger. Aaron was busy in the Council's information center. He had received reports from New Hope every hour. The humans on the colony were sending messages about their plans, their needs, and their small victories. Aaron read every word carefully. He could feel their spirit through the messages. The Council held another meeting to decide what to do next. Some aliens wanted to send more troops to help the humans. Others thought the humans should be left to handle the fight themselves. The Zorns were dangerous, but the Council feared a full war would spread across many planets. The leader, Varn, spoke again. He said the Council must be careful. They did not want a war that could destroy many worlds, but they also wanted to protect their members, including the humans. Aaron listened closely. He wished the Council would understand how important this moment was for humans. It was not just about one colony. It was about showing the galaxy that humans could stand on their own. Meanwhile, on New Hope, the humans were working hard. They built defenses quickly. Men and women who were not soldiers became fighters. They learned to use their weapons better. They watched the skies and prepared for every attack. One of the human leaders on New Hope was a woman named Mira. She was calm and strong. Mira had grown up on Earth and knew the importance of staying united. She encouraged everyone to keep fighting, no matter how hard the battle became. Mira believed humans had a special kind of strength. It was not just in their weapons or ships. It was in their hearts. She told the people, "We are not just defending a place. We are defending our right to live among the stars. We will not give up." The Zorns did not expect this resistance. Their ships attacked many times, but each time, humans fought back with new ideas. They used their small ships to move quickly. They set traps in space and on the planet's surface. They repaired their ships in the middle of battle. The Council's peacekeepers arrived, but they were not enough. The Zorns were too strong and too many. The humans had to be the ones to hold the line. The battle lasted for days. The humans lost some ships and homes, but they never gave up. They learned from each fight and became better. Their courage surprised even the Zorns. On Council Prime, the Council members watched the news reports. Some began to feel respect for the humans. Others still saw them as a problem. The debate grew louder. One Council member named Krell, a strong alien from the race of Torgans, said, "The humans are reckless. They do not understand the dangers. They will bring war to us all if we allow this." Another Council member, a wise alien named Selra from the Elver race, disagreed. "The humans are brave. They have a right to defend themselves. We should support them and learn from their courage." The leader, Varn, tried to keep peace among the Council members. He knew this was a difficult time. The humans had surprised everyone. The Council had to decide how to act. Back on New Hope, the humans prepared for a new attack. Mira and her team worked day and night. They trained new fighters and fixed damaged ships. They knew the Zorns would not stop easily. One night, the sky over New Hope lit up with many stars. The Zorn fleet returned, larger than before. Their ships were armed with powerful weapons. The humans were ready. The battle was fierce. Ships flew through the sky like shooting stars. Explosions shook the planet. The humans fought with all their strength. Mira led her team from a small command ship, giving orders and encouraging her people. The Zorns attacked with power, but the humans used their quick thinking. They moved fast, avoided heavy attacks, and hit weak points in the Zorn fleet. They worked together, helping each other in battle. The humans' fight surprised the Zorn commanders. They had never faced an enemy that refused to give up so quickly. The humans' courage and teamwork made the Zorns lose ships and soldiers. After many hours, the Zorns began to retreat. They did not want to lose more. The humans cheered, but they knew the fight was not over. Mira sent a message to Earth and to the Council. She said, "We have won this battle, but the war is not finished. We must prepare for what comes next." On Council Prime, the Council was in shock. The humans had done what many thought was impossible. They had defended their colony and made the Zorns retreat. The Council had to rethink their view of humans. They had thought humans were weak and easy to control. Now, they saw humans as fighters who could stand against powerful enemies. Aaron felt proud and hopeful. He believed this was the beginning of a new era. The quiet humans who had joined the Council were no longer simple observers. They were becoming a new force in the galaxy. The Galactic Council would never be the same. The humans had shown their strength. They had sent a message to the galaxy. Humans would fight back when threatened. The challenge had begun. The retreat of the Zorn fleet was only temporary. The humans on New Hope knew that the enemy would return. The Zorns were fierce and would not give up easily. But the humans had learned much in the first battles. They were ready to defend their colony with everything they had. Mira gathered her leaders after the last fight. Her face was calm but serious. "We have surprised them," she said, "but they will come back stronger. We must be ready for anything." Her team nodded. They had seen the courage of the humans and the strength of their will. They worked harder, training new fighters and repairing ships. The small colony became a fortress, protected by human determination and skill. Meanwhile, back at Council Prime, the Galactic Council was in deep discussion. Many council members were shocked by what they had seen. The humans had not only survived the attack but had fought back fiercely. The other races did not expect such strength from a young race. Like humans. Varn, the council leader, called a special meeting. "We have underestimated the humans," he said. "Their actions on New Hope have changed everything. We must decide how to respond." Some council members feared the humans' growing power. They thought humans might become a threat to the balance of power in the galaxy. Others saw humans as a new ally, strong and determined. A council member named Zeth, from the Saran race, spoke sharply. "If we allow humans to grow unchecked, they may challenge our rule. We should control them before they become too strong." But Selra, the wise elver, disagreed. "Humans have shown great courage and unity. They deserve respect, not fear. We should work with them, not against them." The debate went on for hours. Meanwhile, humans on New Hope prepared for the next wave of attack. They built new weapons and improved their defenses. They trained in new tactics, learning from every battle. One human pilot, named Lyra, was known for her quick thinking and bravery. She flew small, fast ships that darted through enemy lines. She often led missions to gather information about the Zorn fleet. Lyra's ship was damaged in one mission, but she managed to escape with important data. Her team used this information to plan new defenses and surprise attacks. The humans were learning faster than anyone expected. The Zorns, watching from afar, grew frustrated. Their powerful fleet was unable to crush the human colony. Every time they attacked, humans fought back stronger than before. The Zorn commanders called a meeting on their flagship. They could not understand how a small group of humans could resist their large fleet. Some Zorn leaders wanted to retreat and find easier targets. Others insisted on stronger attacks. The humans' unexpected resistance was changing the war. It was not just about power or weapons. It was about the human spirit, their will to survive and protect their home. Back on New Hope, Mira and her team planned a bold move. They decided to attack the Zorn supply ships. These ships brought fuel and weapons to the fleet if humans could destroy them. The Zorns would be forced to retreat. Lyra and her pilots volunteered for the mission. They knew it was dangerous, but they believed in their cause. The humans had no great weapons, but they had courage and cleverness. The night of the attack was dark and quiet. Lyra led a small group of ships through enemy lines. They moved like shadows, avoiding detection. When they reached the supply ships, they struck quickly. Explosions lit the dark space as the supply ships were destroyed. The humans escaped before the Zorn fleet could respond. The loss of supplies weakened the enemy's power. The Council members on Council Prime watched the news with surprise and respect. The humans were not just defending themselves. They were fighting back and making the Zorns weaker. Varn spoke again. The humans have shown skill and courage. They have changed the rules of this conflict. The Council knew that this was more than a battle for a single colony. It was a test of what humans could do. The galaxy was watching. The humans on New Hope celebrated their success but stayed focused. They knew the Zorns would return. The fight was far from over. One evening, Mira stood outside and looked up at the stars. She felt the weight of the future on her shoulders. "We have shown. Then we will fight," she said softly. "But we must be ready for whatever comes next." The humans had surprised everyone, the Zorns, the Council, and even themselves. Their unexpected resistance was the beginning of a new chapter in galactic history. The quiet humans who once seemed weak were now a force to be reckoned with. The galaxy would never forget the day humans fought back. The battle on New Hope had changed the way the Galactic Council saw humans. Before, they thought humans were weak and easy to control. Now, they were not sure. The humans had fought back and even defeated the powerful Zorn fleet in some battles. This surprised everyone. Council Prime was quiet but tense. The members gathered again for a special meeting. The topic was clear. What should the Council do about humans? Varn, the leader, stood tall in the Great Hall. His voice was strong as he spoke to the many alien faces around him. Humans have shown courage we did not expect. They have defended their colony well. But this has raised questions. Are they ready to be full members of the Council? Are they a threat or an ally? Many Council members whispered among themselves. Some looked worried. Others looked thoughtful. Krell, the Torgan warrior, was one of the first to speak. His deep voice filled the hall. Humans are reckless. They act without thinking about the consequences. If we allow them to grow stronger, they may bring war to all of us. Zeph, the Sharp Saran, agreed. Their attacks on the Zorns were bold but dangerous. They could have caused a larger war. We must control humans before they become a problem. But Selra, the wise Elver, shook her head. Humans have shown great spirit and determination. They are not reckless. They fight to protect their homes and families. We should respect their strength and support them. Varn raised his hand to silence the room. We must find a balance. We want peace, but we must also protect all members of the Council. We cannot ignore the humans' actions. The Council members debated late into the night. Some wanted to limit human technology and expansion. Others wanted to offer humans more help and resources. The decision was not easy. Meanwhile, on New Hope, the humans continued to prepare. Mira and her leaders knew the Council's debate would not change their reality. The Zorns were still a threat, and the humans had to be ready to fight again. Mira spoke to her people. The Council may not understand us yet. They see us as weak or dangerous. But we know who we are. We are survivors. We are fighters. We will protect our home no matter what. The humans work together, building better defenses and training new pilots. Lyra continued to lead daring missions against the Zorns. Each victory made the humans stronger and more confident. On Council Prime, the humans' growing power caused fear among some members. They worried humans would challenge the Council's control over the galaxy, but others saw humans as a symbol of hope and courage. One day, a message arrived from Earth. The humans asked for more support from the Council. They needed better weapons, technology, and training. They wanted to protect their colonies and themselves. The Council was divided. Some members wanted to give humans what they needed. Others feared this would make humans too strong. Var made a difficult choice. He agreed to send limited help to the humans. The Council would watch closely and decide what to do next. Back on New Hope, the humans welcomed the help but knew they could not depend only on others. They had to continue to fight and grow stronger on their own. One night, as Mira looked at the stars, she felt the weight of the future. The Council was uncertain. The Zorns were still dangerous, and the humans were rising. She said softly, "The galaxy is changing. We must be ready. We are no longer the quiet newcomers. We are part of this universe now." The Council's doubt had opened a door. The humans had shown they could fight back. The question was how the Council and the galaxy would respond. The story of humans was no longer just about survival. It was about respect, power, and the future of all the stars. The Galactic Council had sent some help to the humans on New Hope. They gave them better ships and weapons, but the help was small, and the humans knew they had to rely on themselves. The Zorns were still a threat, and they were growing stronger. Mira stood in the command room, looking at the stars beyond the window. The blue planet Earth was far away, but its people's spirit was with her. "We must be ready," she said to her team. "The Zorns will come back. We cannot wait for others to save us." Lyra, the pilot, nodded. "We have learned much. Our pilots are ready. Our defenses are strong. This time, we will show the galaxy that humans do not give up." The humans worked day and night. They repaired damaged ships and built new ones. They trained new fighters and created better strategies. They shared stories of courage and hoped to keep their spirits high. The Zorns watched quietly. They knew humans were stronger than before. They sent scouts to find weaknesses. But the humans were careful. They hid their plans and prepared for surprise attacks. One day, a Zorn scout ship appeared near New Hope. Lyra was ready. She led a small group of ships to meet the scout. The battle was quick and fierce. The humans fought with skill and bravery. The Zorn scout was destroyed. The victory gave the humans new hope. They knew the Zorns would return with more ships, but they were ready to fight again. Back at Council Prime, the Council members continued to watch. Some still feared the humans' growing power. Others wanted to support them more. The debate was not over. Varn, the Council leader, called for peace talks. He hoped to stop the war before it spread. He invited human leaders and Zorn commanders to meet at Council Prime. Mira and Lyra were chosen to represent the humans. It was the first time humans would speak directly with the Zorns and the Council in a peaceful meeting. The journey to Council Prime was long. Mira and Lyra prepared carefully. They knew this was a chance to change the future. When they arrived, the council hall was filled with aliens of many kinds. The Zorn commanders sat on one side. The humans sat quietly, ready to speak. Varn opened the meeting. "We are here to find peace," he said. "War is dangerous for all. We must listen and understand." The Zorn commander, a large alien named Groth, spoke first. "Humans are young and foolish," he said. "They should not challenge the Zorns. This war is their fault." Mira stood up. Her voice was calm but strong. "We do not want war," she said, "but we will protect our homes. We are not weak. We will fight if we must." Lyra added, "We are ready to talk and find peace, but we will not give up our right to live freely." The council listened carefully. The talks were difficult. The Zorns wanted control of the humans' colonies. The humans wanted freedom and respect. Days passed. The talks moved slowly. Sometimes it seemed they would fail. But Mira and Lyra kept hope. They believed peace was possible. Outside the council hall, humans and aliens watched. They hoped the talks would end the war. They knew the future of the galaxy was at stake. Meanwhile, the Zorns prepared for war. Some commanders did not want peace. They planned secret attacks to gain advantage. Mira and Lyra learned about these plans. They warned the council. The peace talks became more urgent, intense. Varn called for calm. "We must not let war destroy what we have built," he said. "We will find a way." The humans on New Hope waited and watched. They hoped the leaders could stop the fighting, but they also prepared to defend themselves. The story of the humans had reached far across the galaxy. They were no longer seen as weak or simple. They were a new force, brave, strong, and determined. The Galactic Council was learning a hard lesson. Humans could not be ignored. They had come to the stars to stay, and they would fight to protect their place. Mira looked at the stars once more. She knew the road ahead was hard, but she believed in her people. "We will stand," she said. No matter what, the galaxy was changing. The humans were ready to take their place among the stars. The peace talks on Council Prime had created a fragile hope. Many hoped the war between humans and Zorns could end. Mira and Lyra worked hard to find common ground, but danger still lurked in the shadows. While the leaders spoke of peace, some Zorn commanders quietly prepared for a secret attack. They did not trust the humans or the Council. They wanted to gain power quickly by surprise. One evening, while Mira rested in her quarters, she received a warning from Lyra. "Mira, I found something," Lyra said through a secure message. "Some Zorn ships are moving near our colonies. I think they plan a secret attack." Mira's eyes narrowed. She knew this could destroy the peace talks. "We must tell the Council and prepare our defenses," she said. The Council members were alarmed. Varn called an emergency meeting. "This secret attack threatens all of us," he said. "We must act quickly to protect the colonies and keep peace." Mira and Lyra returned to New Hope. They worked with their teams to strengthen defenses and watch for the Zorns. The humans were ready for the challenge. The Zorn attack came suddenly. Small ships appeared near the outer colonies, striking quickly. The humans fought back with all their strength. Lyra led the defense. She flew her ship into the heart of the battle. Her quick actions helped stop many attacks, but the fight was hard and dangerous. On New Hope, Mira coordinated the defense. She sent fighters to protect the colonies and directed repairs for damaged ships. The Zorns hoped to surprise the humans and take control, but the humans were prepared. Their courage and teamwork made the Zorns struggle. The news of the secret attack shocked the Council. Many members blamed the Zorn commanders who wanted war. Others feared the attack would start a larger conflict. Varn spoke to the Council. "This attack is a test. We must decide if we want peace or war. The humans have shown they will fight to protect their homes." Mira sent a message to Council Prime. She said, "We are ready to defend ourselves, but we still want peace. We ask the Council to help stop these attacks." The Council sent more peacekeepers to protect the colonies. They also sent messages to the Zorn leaders who wanted peace. They hoped to stop the commanders who planned the attacks. The battle between humans and Zorns continued for weeks. Each side lost ships and soldiers. The fight was difficult, but the humans never gave up. During this time, Mira and Lyra met with Council members and Zorn leaders who wanted peace. They worked to find solutions to end the fighting. The talks were hard. Both sides had suffered losses. Trust was low, but Mira believed peace was still possible. One day, during a meeting on Council Prime, Mira spoke with the Zorn leader Groth again. "War hurts us all," she said. "If we want to live in this galaxy together, we must find a way to stop this." Groth looked tired but listened. He nodded slowly. "I want peace too," he said. "But some of my commanders are strong. They do not want to stop fighting." Mira said, "Then we must work together to stop them." The Council agreed to help. They sent peacekeepers to watch for secret attacks. They also began talks with the Zorn commanders who caused the problem. Back on New Hope, the humans prepared for whatever came next. They had fought hard and shown great courage. Their spirit was strong. Mira gathered her team. "The road ahead is still hard," she said, "but we have come far. We will keep fighting for peace and for our future." The humans had changed the galaxy. They had surprised many with their strength and will. The Council now knew that humans were not to be ignored. The hidden threat of the secret attack had made the situation worse, but it had also shown the humans' true power and heart. The galaxy was watching. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear. Humans would fight to protect their place among the stars. The secret attacks had shaken the galaxy. The fragile peace between humans and the Zorns seemed closer to breaking than ever. But Mira and Lyra refused to lose hope. They believed in a future where humans and aliens could live together in peace. After weeks of battles, talks, and tension, the Galactic Council gathered once more at Council Prime. This meeting was the most important yet. Leaders from all races, including humans and Zorns, came together. Everyone knew the fate of the galaxy might be decided here. Varn, the council leader, opened the meeting. "We have seen courage, strength, and wisdom from many sides," he said. "War has caused pain for all. Now it is time to build a future where all can live without fear." Mira stood with her human team. She felt the weight of responsibility, but also the power of hope. "Humans do not want war," she said clearly. "We want respect, freedom, and peace. We are ready to work with the Council and all races to make this galaxy a better place." Groth, the Zoran leader, nodded. "The war has been hard on us," he said, "but I believe there is a chance for peace. We must find a way to stop those who want only power and war." The Council agreed on a plan. They would create a new group called the Galactic Peace Alliance. This group would include members from humans, Zorns, and other races. Their job was to watch for threats, solve conflicts peacefully, and help colonies grow safely. Humans were given a seat in the council, not just as newcomers, but as equals. It was a sign that the galaxy accepted them as a strong and important part of its future. On New Hope, the news was met with joy and relief. Mira and Lyra returned as heroes. The people celebrated their courage and leadership. But the work was not over. Mira knew the real challenge was building peace every day. Peace is not just the end of war, she told her people. It is a way of living together with respect and trust. The humans began to work closely with other races. They shared their knowledge, learned new skills, and built new friendships. The galaxy was changing, and humans were a part of that change. The Zorns also began to heal. Many commanders who wanted war were removed from power. New leaders worked for peace and cooperation. The Galactic Peace Alliance faced many challenges. Old fears and wounds took time to heal. But with each small success, hope grew stronger. Lyra trained new pilots not only to defend but also to protect peace missions. Mira helped build schools and hospitals for all races. Together, they worked to create a galaxy where everyone could live in safety. One night, Mira stood on a hill outside New Hope. She looked at the stars shining brightly above. She thought of the long journey humans had taken, from simple beginnings to becoming a force respected across the galaxy. She smiled softly and whispered, "We fought hard. We stood strong. Now, we will build a future where all can shine together." The galaxy was no longer divided by fear and war. It was a place of hope, courage, and unity. Humans had changed everything by showing their true strength, not just in battle, but in their will to live peacefully and with respect. The story of humans fighting back had become the story of humans leading forward. They were no longer just survivors. They were builders of a new beginning. The stars above shone brighter than ever, lighting the way for all who dreamed of peace and a better future.